folks. Thank you for coming back. Let's give me a new character, kind of like the humble guy. I was like, hey, thanks for coming in. You know what I mean? Teenage sex sounds like fun, folks. Of course, let's be honest, it is fun, but there's a downside. Disease and heartbreak. What advice would you give kids to stop them from having sex at such an early age? Brian Posehn.
Hey kids, abstaining from sex sounds hard, right? Nope, it's easy. I did it. First step, read more. Read more, read a lot. Science fiction and horror is best, just for fun. Second, watch a lot of comedy, but not the kind of comedy people like. Instead, watch British shows like Monty Python or The Young Ones. And quote your favorite episodes. Girls love that. Third step, be 6'2" and weigh only 100 pounds, wear Woody Allen glasses, get a bowl haircut, and talk about how you love your mom. Follow these steps, and you won't get laid till you're 21. You start doing stand-up, and some 35-year-old barfly is lonely and really, really drunk. When you finish the act in 30 seconds, tell her it's because she's so much hotter than girls your age. Then try it again. It worked for me.
All right, good thinking. Judy Gold, what's your advice?
My advice is, I wouldn't say anything to the teens. I would just show them a tape of their parents having sex. Now, if that doesn't work, I'd show them a tape of me and Sharon having sex. Now, if that doesn't work, I'd show them a tape of Liza Minnelli and David Guest having sex. Yeah, like there is one. Anyway.
You're up.
To really get through to the kids, I would talk to them like a drill sergeant. You disgusting little maggots. Do you think you're really going to just pull down your little Batman underwear and pump up the volume? Well, you're wrong. Be strong, you weak little perverts. If I can fight off sleeping with teenage girls, so can you.
Oh, Nick DiPaolo.
First, I'd tell them to stay away from peripheral things that lead to sex, like alcohol, drugs, 8 o'clock mass at St. Vincent's. You know. He said it'd be hilarious. Then I'd tell him about some horrible consequences of sex, like sexually transmitted diseases, unwanted pregnancies, waking up next to someone who looks like Marilyn Manson, or even worse, Melissa Rivers. And finally,
it's the new night, Nick.
That's right. I'd like to explain to girls how having sex with a young guy is like getting your toe stepped on. It only takes a second, it's going to hurt, and he'll be apologizing the rest of the night.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The news. You know what? Oh. Now, kids, I got one too, by the way. Does anyone care?
Sure.
Kids, I know sex seems exciting, but so do a lot of things, you know? But if you have sex with each other in the early teens, you'll never realize the beauty of masturbation. That is what the teenage years is supposed to be about, masturbating to what you think sex is going to be like. So it's actually more fun than actual sex when you have to deal with reality. And eventually you're going to have to go back to masturbation when you're old anyway, so... And the reason it's underrated is because anyone can do it, but that's what makes it so beautiful. It's not elitist, like sex. It has nothing to do with looks or money. It's all about the power and creativity of the mind. And really, it takes less finger technique than to learn Freebird on the acoustic. Well, we better stop. My parents are home. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out.